Taurus, I told myself that I was gonna get me some Starbucks. Y'all need to try the caramel brulee frappuccino. I think it's a frappuccino hot if you haven't already. I think it's the little holiday special at Starbucks. It's really, really good. And I was like, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna share this hot coffee with Taurus. And it didn't make it out of my car. So I ended up coming home and rearranging everything in my house. That's what I came home and did. But I was like, I want to sip some coffee with Taurus. Something about sipping some hot coffee. Something about going for coffee. You may go on a coffee date or something like that. It feels like daytime, like not nighttime. So around lunchtime, noon, I see someone taking some time off of work to have lunch with you. Something about a lunch, unexpected luncheon, okay, or unexpected lunch date to talk or something to that degree. I'm also picking up channel messages about making sure you have some butt cushion. I don't know who that's for, but I am seeing like booty surgery. So making sure that you have the proper butt cushions. Okay, of course that's not going to resonate with everybody, but if you're ever guided to this reading and we're talking about butt cushions and it just so happens that you have just had surgery or you're about to, make sure that you got that in your goodie bag or something like that, especially if you're like traveling to like DR or someplace else. I promise you, it's not like I looked this up. It's randomly coming to my mind as I'm talking to you. If you've traveled to Miami, DR, or other places, okay, and literally those are the words that I'm hearing, Miami and DR. So you could be researching surgeries in those areas. I don't fucking know, but a lot of ancestor messages. It's like, don't forget this, don't forget that in your bag. Don't forget to pack this. So you could be packing and traveling, okay? But some ways, somebody could have a coffee message, another person could have a butt message. Take it how it resonates. All right, let's get your channel messages. It's just coming through. Yeah, it's like welcome. Somebody may pick you up from the airport. I'm seeing someone pick you up from the airport. We have the strength card here. You're doing something that requires you to be brave. And if you're doing something that requires you to be brave, you are like, it's something to do with you're not familiar. Okay? Like, it'll make you very happy, but you're not familiar about this procedure. Some of you guys, it's not even a procedure. You're not familiar of what life would be like with someone else in a new, different type of state, city, country, reality. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to have to be courageous. You're going to have to be willing to do whatever is necessary to endure the process. There's going to be a period of time where you guys will have to get over something. If this is a reconciliation, there's going to be a period of time where you guys have to get over something so you can get to the other side, right? But let it happen organically is what I'm hearing, because, you know, if you guys buckle down and you leave the past behind you, you got the 10 of cups right behind that. And you know what they say when you see the 10 of cups? This is, you guys can really go the distance. We have marriage here. Y'all can overcome any obstacles if you stay determined. And then as well, what Spirit is showing me with the High Priestess in reverse, this is like, try not to use your gifts to like find out what this person is up to or how they feel about you. Let them tell you on their own time. Yeah, somebody's definitely going to be drinking something. I mean, it could be a smoothie, but it feels like you're waiting and you're letting this person talk. You're letting them convey what they feel. And so it's like you're being a listening ear. Okay, somebody may say something that feels very critical Not like judgmental, but critical. It's like, okay, they may have some type of apprehension about something that you do, or they may have apprehension about you, where they feel as if you are a runner. Like, you don't really want to be in a relationship. You don't really want to settle down. You don't really have that type of desire. And then it's like, okay, let this person talk. Before you just assume that this person's trying to manipulate you, let this person talk. It's something about what's what I'm hearing. Y'all know, take what resonates, domination in reverse. So no, this person is not trying to control you. I think this person's trying to be very practical with your reality and their reality and how it could potentially work, where both of you guys don't have to, both of you guys won't have to lose in order for y'all to win. So y'all got to have some type of alignment. That's what I'm hearing. That's what this person is saying. So what's bringing you guys together? What's it about? You know, I think that's what we're going to go into. Like, what's it about for you? Let's see, Spirit, what is it about for Taurus, and what is it about for this person? We have evidence. So something to do with trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for example, that... No. Let's say, for example, that this person is... they're not monogamous. Maybe they have an open relationship and they want to talk to you about where they stand and how they would like to have both realities, right? They may be saying you're not really about that life, right? Having something that is polygamy to a degree, maybe you're not into that. Maybe, you know, if you're saying, okay, fine, they may feel like, oh, you're just agreeing to it because you want them, but it's like, why would you agree to it now if you didn't agree to it before? You get what I'm saying? If it was something that you wouldn't compromise on before, but you're willing to compromise on it now, why is that? Why has that changed for you? And that's where we get into this practicality and energy, because we have detective and practicality. You may have already had suspicion that this person may be involved with someone else, right? But if they are honest with you, you can work with that. If they lie to you, you can't really trust that. There's nothing to really, it's like you wouldn't be able, for the Taurus that this meant to resonate with, okay? I'm going to say it for the flip side, but for those where this is for you, let's give those Tauruses their moment. You may see relationships as there's the nucleus, there's the family, there's loyalty, there's being able to rely on each other from this standpoint, and everything outside of that shouldn't be able to affect the nucleus, right? And if that be your perspective, one of the core principles that would potentially be the glue for that type of dynamic would evidently be trust, right? You being able to know that, hey, I don't have to ask questions and wonder what you up to, or wonder like if you understand that you doing this does not affect the nucleus. You get what I'm saying? So those are the type of practical conversations that I see you having with someone. Okay. Now, this person has always felt as if you would be like this would be the perfect person for something. Now, at a phase in your life, maybe you didn't agree with it. Maybe you didn't feel like you wanted that because maybe you have very domination or possessiveness of your own. And if you go through certain things in life and you mature in different areas, you may come to a point on your journey where that's not something that you aspire to have. You get what I'm saying? To have your time occupied 24/7 with one person all the time may not be something that you aspire to do. You get what I mean? And someone trusting you enough to give you that freedom maybe what you desire to have at this phase on your journey, and vice versa for this person. Maybe they want to, you know, it's not necessarily about keeping their options open, but more or less maybe they have a lot of generosity that they want to extend to more than just you. Okay, so there are a lot of cultures that practice this, or they understand that these types of what relationships don't affect your duties and obligations and responsibilities as a unit. All right, and they have multiple units, and so take that how it resonates. Now, before we shift to the other perspective, let's get this person's. What is it that, what is it for this person that concerns them when it comes to, I think this person is coming to a realization. This person is coming to a realization that they don't want monogamy. And you may be coming to a realization that you don't want monogamy either. And that may be something that you both align on. Okay. Oh, we have death in reverse. So y'all know what that means, right? The idea of y'all never being able to talk again, y'all never being able to have something together, it kills this person. Like, this is one of their biggest things. They don't want it to ever end. And that's their biggest, like, they would never let you go. It will never be done between the both of you. That type of energy is what I'm picking here. Not that you can't go, because clearly this is like a no contact type of situation. But what I'm seeing here is, it's really till death do you part. And even in death, y'all really don't part. So it's kind of like, this person desires, they want the type of connection where it's like, no matter what you guys go through, what phase of the relationship or the connection you guys are on, that it doesn't come to an end. Like, nothing can really break you guys apart. And one thing that I could sense about this energy is something always brings you guys back to each other. Even if the world don't agree, even if the world doesn't agree, or they feel like this person is crazy, something, you and this person will always, the road seem to lead to each other. You know? And so it's like they never want to see it get to that point where you guys are like done for good, okay? They want to fight for it. That's how they look at it. They ready to put in the effort. They're ready to see where this thing can go. If in this past this person was very dominating and struggled with kind of letting you fly without them feeling some type of way, I feel like they're changing that about themselves. And they're going to be very honest with you about that. Like, yeah, it stresses me the fuck out at the idea that, someone that I care about and someone that I love may be harassed by someone else, or someone else may desire you, but it's still not enough for this person to give up, okay? And they don't need no evidence of this type of connection being genuine. All the evidence that they need is within them, is what they're pretty much saying, because they feel like this is their worst nightmare, that you guys will not ever speak to each other again or be with each other again. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit, and let's talk about those of you that do aspire to have monogamy, okay? Commitment, relationships, all that great jazz. I still see you having the same conversation, except we're approaching this situation from a whole different angle, a different dynamic, right? And for those of you where that be the case, it's still a core trust issue thing. So what it's telling me, Taurus, is that in that situation, that's been one of the hardest things that you've had to deal with, is being with someone and them committing or wanting to commit, and them wanting to be faithful without you having to get proof, without you having to look at things, without you having to know that this person is actually going to work or they're actually keeping their word. So from that level of dimension, from that level of consciousness, from that committed standpoint, not having that commitment, not having that type of union doesn't put your mind at ease. It doesn't make you feel as if you guys are headed in the direction that is towards commitment and something solid and real. It actually makes you feel as if you need to watch your back and you need to look harder. And like I said, there's two levels of consciousness being expressed here. And for this person, when it comes to this connection, the reason why they don't want to commit is also the same issue that you have. It's trust. They don't trust that they can be, how do I say it? They don't trust that they will never make a mistake. And when they think about, okay, it's not cheating if you're not in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? It's not like you're doing something wrong if you're not settled down. And part of this person, the reason why they haven't jumped the broom or crossed over to the next level of commitment is because if those are your non-negotiables, Taurus, from this person's perspective, your non-negotiable comes with it comes with some type of stipulation or ultimatum that if they do not live up to the expectations, they will potentially lose you. And the comfort of you having that commitment gives you the comfort of knowing that this person is supposed to be loyal to you and they're going to be committed to you. And if they ever mess that up, you'll be done with them, right? Ultimately, what are commitments for? To confirm that someone is committed to you. But the truth of the matter is that if a person wants to cheat, they're going to cheat, right? If a person wants to be, fuck around, they're going to fuck around, whether you know it or not. Same thing goes for you. Because at the end of the day, it's a false sense of security. Now, I'm not telling you don't aspire for commitment. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is this person feels as if it's a false sense of security, and therefore they battle with this a lot. Like, damn, I don't want to get into a relationship, and then you love all the positive things about me, but the aspects about me that aren't perfect, if I fuck up, if I mess up, I would have done all that commitment. I would have did all that walking down the aisle. I would have did all of those, have all those memories just for you to be like, I'm done. I'm over it. And that from this person's perspective is like, what the fuck, Because a lot of times when you put the pressure of a commitment and different things like that, you have to go through the stages of living together, learning each other, not being, when you shift out of dating, then you're going through a whole nother level of expectations, and those expectations is scary for this person. And they just don't want to create an unnecessary disaster or be trapped to something that could potentially come to an end. Somebody just doesn't ever want to get to that point where they have to hear somebody say, you're my girlfriend or you're my boyfriend. You have to take me out on dates, or you have to do this. They don't want to get to that point where it's a duty or an obligation mano a mano. I'm not saying this person, the qualities of why you even want to settle down with this person or marry this person or be with them long term, clearly it's because they have a lot of attributes that you like, right? You like how dedicated and committed they are to their work. You like how, reliable they are when it comes to their family. There's attributes that where you clearly have said, I can see myself with this person forever. So it's not like they're a nobody. I'm not picking up on a nobody, because trust me, a person that ain't shit, they quick to commit with your ass for sure. You're not gonna sit there and have to beg a person that ain't shit to be with you. And so this person is definitely to a standard that you desire. Okay. Now, I wanted to mention both perspectives because I saw both perspectives. In both scenarios, both people have to be willing to put the pride aside and confront the situation where the uncomfortable experiences that happen through each phase of the relationship. There will be good days and there will be bad days. The question is, what system do you and this person establish where you guys get through the bad days? 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is where it all begins. When two people agree that no matter what, you guys water the grass that's underneath you and you put forth the effort, it will be very victorious. So, I don't know who you got this energy with, but we're going to pull some cards. I feel like a lot of y'all are coming into union. I've been picking up on that energy a lot lately. And we're going to rock with it. Rock. My name is Carrie. Just give me a little minute. I got to get create some organization. Mix some decks together. I like mixing decks. Do you guys like mixing decks? I like mixing decks. Like to have some weight. Anyway. I like mine thick. Moving on. Let's do this. Taurus. All right, Spirit. We're going to do 3 shuffles. That's what I feel guided to do. And I'm going to tell you what I see. Because you got some stuff coming in. Just want to give it a nice, good shuffle. I'm hearing if somebody's at a distance or they're across the world, I'm hearing look no further. If it's within this person's reach or their grasp, they will come to you. Okay? They're already considering it. I'm seeing something to do with a mixer. Something to do with a mixer is significant. I don't know why. For those of you that are new, when I start getting like random channel confirmations, sometimes it's just a way of spirit using me to let you know this is for you. Okay, so so if I'm talking about a blender and it's like, how the hell we get it for relationships to blender? That'd be why, Okay, so behave. So we have unworthy. So you or this person, you're a better person than I am. You or this person feels unworthy. Take it how it resonates. This card is not supposed to be in here. I don't know. Let's see what it is. We have family in reverse. Somebody may feel like they're not ready to start a family or to blend a family or to settle down with a family, create a family. All right, now we have reassembled ruins. From shattered pieces, gather strength to rebuild what was once broken. So this is definitely someone that you've been in no contact with, and y'all will be reuniting. And Spirit wants you to reassemble the shattered pieces, gather strength to rebuild what was once broken. So this is fixable, salvageable. This connection. I feel like there may have been external forces or outside factors that played a role, but it's not like you guys are not meant for each other. But it does take two to tango. You know, it takes two. So when you focus on where you're going rather than where you've been, there's nothing that you two can't get through. And I feel like both of you guys actually feel like y'all may be better apart, or better, not necessarily better apart. It's like you're a better person than I am. It's hard for me to forgive. And both of y'all may be saying that about each other. You know, you've done this person wrong, they've done you wrong. Both of you guys have done things to each other, but time heals all wounds. And if you're somebody that would accept someone else's, would forgive someone else, it may be hard for this other person to forgive. And maybe you know what it's like to struggle to forgive someone, and you may be wondering, like, let's say y'all get back together or y'all reconcile. Will this person spend the rest of your life punishing you? You know, so that's a lot to think about. We have sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes, and so this person is sabotaging. This is so, like, this is hitting at all these decks. Okay, there y'all got these cards: unworthy, sabotage, reassembling ruins. Wow. Both of y'all do this in some way. It's like, why do I do that? That's what I'm hearing someone say. Like, why am I like this? Why do I do that? I think both of y'all have a fear of losing the other person, you know. But there's a lot of passion here too. A lot of passion and desire. I feel like I have somewhere to be, but I don't. But I do feel like I have somewhere to be. So somebody may have like a very tight schedule, and maybe the time in between the next time y'all hear from each other or see each other can give you guys, like, you give me butterflies inside. I can't, yeah. So it's like y'all may have butterflies a lot of times. And maybe it's like, ugh, I can't wait till this person calls me, reach out, or something like that. And that could be very uncomfortable. But y'all are on a mission. There is a purpose for you guys being together. Together, we are unstoppable. We are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined to live it out with you. We are perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. And then we have guilty in reverse. So when you guys are working towards rebuilding something, you have to forgive yourself, right? You can't spend the rest of your life being like, man, I wish I had done this, or I wish I would have seen this earlier, or, you know, I wish I would have never did this. You can't spend the rest of your relationship life doing that. You have to focus on where you're going, not where you've been. And then we have daydreaming in reverse. Okay, so you can definitely expect this person to reach out to you. I'm always longing for you in reverse. This person is going to reach out to you. I wish I could right my wrongs. This person is going to relook at the situation, look at themselves. They're going to come forward in anything that they may have felt or wish that you would have done. Somebody wanted you to chase them. They may tell you that, like, hey, I needed to work on myself. The truth is, I wanted you to chase me. I wanted you to feel how I felt. I wanted you to hurt the way I hurt. you know. And that honesty, I feel like for those of you Taurians that are ready to receive that truth, it's going to be like a tender bridge, something that allows you guys to come together, healing, mending, and overcoming, persevering. That's how you know you're really ready for long term with someone, is when you're able to overcome and persevere over things that to to the thinnest cord, it would be severing. But this is like y'all become thicker, stronger, better, wiser, strong. Building connections with empathy, gentleness, and kindness. Beloved wisdom. Love is a choice you make every day. So choose wisely. You are this person's north node. When they're with you, they feel like they can trust their instincts. I love this for you, Taurus. And for a lot of you guys, this may not be twin flamey energy. You get what I'm saying? It could be energy that you were meant to heal with. You were meant to see how strong you are without, going through how they say you learn with the karmics, and then when you're ready for something serious, then that is like you're ready. And sometimes we fuck it up. When you get that opportunity, we fuck it up. You fuck it up, and it just is what it is. What can you do? You can't go back and change the past. So the waiting season is coming to an end. It's like there's an empty space in this person's heart, Taurus, and vice versa. I feel like just as empty as it's been for you, it's empty as it is for this person. It's very beautiful over here. I love this card because it's like someone's like reviewing the details, the conversation, rereading the messages, trying to kind of see where they could have, left things to interpretation. So someone's taking accountability. I think both of y'all are to a phase in your life where you're both taking accountability. This is probably the most healing reading. Yeah, Four of Wands. This is definitely soulmate, twin flame energy. But there is an event. There's a function. There is something where the universe is guiding you guys to an event, a recital, a function, a location, and it is divine timing. You get what I'm saying? It is divine timing. You guys are, like, this is coming to you. But the Four of Wands is either, it doesn't give me like a house. I mean, it could be a house. This could be a house. This could be a hotel. This could be, there's a major event coming up. There's a major event. I'll probably do a Lovebirds reading for that, like the major event that's coming up. Yeah. And you're going to get signs and synchronicities, like pay attention to this. Something to do with curiosity, following that curiosity. Something is coming. Someone's going to gain some liquid courage to communicate with you. And so when it happens, don't be surprised. Well, I don't see you being surprised because I feel like you're going to already know. So the Two of Cups, all right, it's like someone wants to talk about why you guys didn't work. Why I felt this way, why there were a disconnect. I just see two people sitting across from each other, and it's like, what's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us, Taurus? Why are we like this? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. One of you will be receiving, and the other person will be reading the fine details. So the terms of the agreement, I see some communication here where someone is saying, with a page of cups, I like this, I like that, and if it's hard for you to do this or it's hard for you to do that, this is my love language. So one of you guys is going to be articulating your love language. Like, this is my love language. This is how I like to be treated. This is what I expect. This is what makes me feel all giddy inside. And then the other person is like, okay, and flip the page. Let me see. And what else? And they're gonna really pay attention, and you're gonna articulate what you felt, and they're gonna articulate what they feel. There's just this constant energy of someone wanting to make sure that you're not misusing your intuition to have leverage over them or something like that. This could be a fear that they have, or entertaining this conversation may be one of their ways in which they kind of like start to sabotage, just as a way to fill you out. I'm seeing a lot of drinking here. Like, let me have one more before I hit the road or something like that. This could be you going out for drinks as well. So just know, I do see some intoxication. Some spontaneously, like, let's go from here to there. So there is a desire here to spontaneously like link up, meet up. After indulging heavily on, yes, the 8 of Cups can be food, drinks, but it's definitely having your belly full, and then feeling good afterwards. Because the 10 of Cups is here. So someone's fantasies is about to be made a reality. Ha! Yeah. Someone's fantasy is about to be made a reality, all right. So somebody could tell you this. Like, they may say they want you to have their child or something like that. 5 of Swords in reverse. They may tell you that, like, straight up. I think this person is going to be honest with you. For those of you where it's not a child, this may be someone that's saying, like, they want to be the person that you call to hang up your fixtures. They don't want you having to call nobody else. Okay, they don't want you needing nobody else or reaching out to nobody else. It's like, if you need something, call me. Call me. Not these other people. Call me. I'll get it for you. Especially if they can limit the amount of time you have to involve yourself with another person, All right, channel messages for Taurus. We have bright idea. Spirit wants you to be still. Your ancestors want you to be still. Your spiritual team, they want you to be still, so they can give you some type of idea, some type of gold mine or something like that. Something that you've never done before. Fast changes. Yes. It's like a portal opening up for you. It's like the new trend or the new iconic, I whip my hair back and forth, hop up out my swag on. Yeah, something like that's before its time. But you're going to already start doing it before it becomes popular. And when it actually hits, you're like way ahead of the 8 ball. You get what I'm saying? You're like already strategically positioned where the universe is saying, okay, everyone that's already strategically positioned and they're the front in the line, they're going to get a majority of they're going to get the first dibs. You get what I'm saying? They're going to be the ones that started the trend. You get what I'm saying? And so your ancestors are saying, we have an idea, we have something that we want to give you, and we want you to sit your ass down. Okay, we have something that we want you to express. We have something that you want you to do, something that nobody is doing right now. And it's going to be like zoom, zoom, zoom. Take bold steps forward. Take actions on your ideas. But see, it's like the reason why they want you to sit down and receive that, because you're going to know that it's something that's not being done. That's what an idea is. That's what fast changes are. Something may happen as a major event in the world. And while this major event is happening, you're like the ding, 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 you know? And it's like out of all these options or choices that you could do to make money or to be prosperous, this is going to be the one that you're like, nobody in this industry is doing X, Y, and Z. Nobody in the game is doing X, Y, and Z. So if you've made it this far in this reading and you haven't clicked off, then you know this is a confirmation for you. That's why Spirit waited, okay? It's meant to miss a lot of people. It's meant to miss a lot of people that have short patience and short tolerance. Spirit can't communicate anyway. See that? It's going to fall on your lap. Like it just hit you. Expression in reverse. You won't have words. Like you wouldn't even be able to express the type of fast-paced success you're about to embark on. It feels like, I'm going to give you a hint and a clue, because I feel like Spirit is trying to give you a hint and a clue. This would be something where you are connecting with less people, you know. So it would be the projects that are done in silence, you know. It would be something that is giving SZA energy. This entire reading was giving SZA energy. Just how, you know how you have to go away, have some life experiences, and while you're away, your old shit is becoming relevant. You see what I'm saying? While you're gone, you know, time just didn't catch up to you yet, but it was always on time. You get what I'm saying? And y'all probably, I don't know if y'all read my post, but I shared some news on my community tab where my sister had her baby this year. And when I first started doing readings in 2021, she got a reading with me, and I predicted that she would have twins. And I told her that, well, how I heard Spirit tell me, because I was hearing it very clairaudient at the time. Now it's more clairvoyant, but it was clairaudient really strong in the beginning. And so I told her that they were telling me that you would have it by October, and that I predicted it was a girl. And so she's like, do you mean I'm going to get pregnant in October of 2021, or that I'm going to actually have the baby by October 2021? I said, all they said, I'm going to restate it just how they said it. By October, you will have her. You will have it. And she was like, okay, we'll see. So a month later, she gets the test. It's positive, right? There were some other things happening behind the scenes, but with her child's father, right? But separate from that, when she found out that she only was having one girl, she was like, well, you was right about it being a girl. You was right about October because her due date was October, but you was wrong about me having twins. And I was like, well, you know, I'm just a messenger. I can't control everything. I'm just going to tell you, you know, I just tell people what I hear, and I let it go. So fast forward, 2024, she got another reading with me. And based off of that, I told her she was pregnant again. And it was encrypted. And typically when an encrypted pregnancy come in, there's things that even as a reader, I can't make sense of, but it's a strong message of the more you try to know, the more I'm going to restrict you from knowing. So this is a lot to do with destiny and things that are out of your control. So it was a very encrypted pregnancy. And when she found out that the baby would be due in October, she wanted a boy, but it was going to be a girl. And so she was like, you know what? It'll be crazy as hell if the baby comes out the same time that my other daughter came out. So fast forward down to the day she has her second daughter with her child's father, and they have the same birthday by the same daddy, and it's literally like still twins, right? But they're not identical, or they weren't born in the same year. But what are the odds? And this is what I posted on my community tab. Like, what are the odds? I thought that shit was so wild. When she called me, she was like, guess what? They both have the same birthday. What are the odds of having a child in 2021 and then a child in 2024, and they're both girls, and they come out in the same month on the same birthday? You get what I'm saying? As siblings, I was just like, wow. So that was confirmation for me that time is really an illusion, and we can read a prophecy or a prediction so many times and try to make sense of it so much and still be imperfect, or it's not going to play out in the way that you expect it to play out. So that's why letting go of control and how you expect it to happen in the sequential order you expect it to happen in is important to let go of, because whatever predictions you get, if spirit says it, it's gonna happen. All right. And in the beginning, predictions of anything was my superpower. That's how I felt before I channeled messages on a regular. It was the clairaudience and the predictions from the ancestor realm was sick. It was sick. And I feel like when you're able to see that far into the future in some capacity, it can be nerve-wracking for the querent, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how it's going to play out. And it could be slightly addictive, you know, like wanting to know everything. But I feel like there's so much beauty that comes from when you receive a prediction, take it, you know? And that's why anytime I do readings, I like to be able to record it and leave it up there for like a year for someone to come back to it, because it may not resonate today. It may not resonate tomorrow. But the fact that that shit showed up and the fact that it came out, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we say as, readers, yes, you have the right to change the free will and different things like that. But when it's some shit like this, major events and destiny and all types of stuff, it's fate. You know what I'm saying? And when that shit come knocking, it come knocking. And some of y'all, children are involved, you know. Y'all have these babies that are about to incarnate. Closed doors. I'm telling you, what you need to know is the past, whatever happened in the past, whatever opportunities at work were closing around you, this door, all those doors were closing because this is the one that Spirit wanted you to focus on. This is the direction that Spirit wanted you to go in. You know how I told you in the beginning, clairaudience, psychic predictions, and just doing psychic energy was what I caught on to very fast. And then when that door closed and mediumship became more of the energy, you have to know that people ain't gonna resonate with you today, because mediumship energy is on a whole nother type of time. You get what I'm saying? It's that red room. So I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Like, duality in love life, it's coming. It's a coming. And it's going to be so successful. The flexibility, having helpmates, and y'all being perfect counterparts to each other. It's beautiful. Some of y'all about to be getting like prophetic dreams and stuff like that. And Spirit is saying, make sure you journal that shit down. Like, don't be over there and be like, oh, I'm too sleepy to get up. Get your ass up and write in that journal. Pick up a pen and paper. Listen, y'all, if y'all know me, channel messages, I'm going to write my channel messages. Even if I have to read it to you, I'm going to write it down. Even if I have to post it in a text version, I'm going to do that. But y'all have to do that, because I feel like a lot of y'all have prophetic dreams, okay, that are coming in where you don't even need cards, okay? It's just like you're getting the tea before the tea is even a tea, before it's teaing. Like, you're getting the brew. You're getting fresh brew before it starts to even come out the pipe, okay? Yeah, if you felt like, damn, I missed my opportunity, you did not, honey, you did not. Especially if somebody wanted to work with you and maybe you gave up a work, maybe like a work type of dynamic. Like, maybe we could have worked it out and it didn't work out. It didn't work out because it wasn't meant to work out. Especially if it's like collaborations, business partnerships, and things like that. You outgrew certain things. You see how that fucking fish jumped out of there? Especially if you was trying to do like partnership deals, collaboration, things like that. Yeah, you was meant to do that. They would have slowed you down. Had you looking all types of cuckoo. Because somebody they're controlling. We have strength in reverse. You know how, this is how I know a reading is done. Because we started out with strength. I don't know if y'all remember. But from the beginning, we started out with strength. And then this is coming up in reverse. No matter what it looked like, no matter how many times you feel like you have had to strain yourself and you preach into the choir, or you had to pick shit up, put it back on the wall because some shit keep getting knocked down, or whatever in the fuck, starting over from scratch, whatever in the fuck. The devil is a lie. You hear what I say? The devil is a lie. And the intention was to make you doubt yourself. I clear the energy. The intention was to make you doubt yourself. The intention was to make you feel less confident. The intention was to make you feel inadequate. Like, what you're doing is not popping anymore. What you're doing is not important anymore. But baby, you just going through a shift. And through that shift, someone thought that they were going to intercept that and get you to come back to a job, a partnership, a deal, or whatever. But fret not, okay? Because that's not where you were being called to go. Tough said the kitty. I said it right this time. That's not where you were being called to go. And someone's just going to have to sit with that. 4, 7 of Wands. Someone's going to be very protective over you. The 2 of Pentacles. Like, you're able to call someone or talk to someone like very, even if they can see a plot that's being plotted out against you, this isn't someone that would try to control even your growth. You know what I'm saying? Or how you learn or how you experience. I don't pick up that from this person. This is someone that the clear line of that what brings you guys both together is your line of communication. You guys operate from a space of truth. Even if it hurts your feelings, even if it hurts their feelings, what y'all respect about each other is y'all keep it $150. Y'all keep it 100 with each other. So they get to learn from your perspective. You get to learn from their perspective. And anything that's coming in your way, restricting you from doing something with freedom and autonomy, someone gonna stand up for you. Okay, you see how this person it got the lamb on their shoulder? This is pretty much saying, I'm gonna lift you up. You're not being sacrificed. No. Whatever work you trying to do against them, now I gotta get up and now I gotta come fuck. Now I gotta fuck. Now we gotta ride out. That's all I'm saying. So let's get your last closing message and we out of here. We got a lot of Aries, Gemini, Leo. We didn't get a lot of earth energy in today's reading, but we did get some water, definitely fire. I feel like this your season. Look at this. I cannot make this shit up. Some of y'all gonna have twins, okay? Some of y'all have reincarnation. We have the heart chakra. Whew, I'm telling you, the world. You got a light and this shit about to shine. And look, there's going to be people that lose out on this train. They gonna miss out on this ship. They ain't on it. They not on it. They don't even know what direction you going in. They don't even know what's coming up next for you. But you do. And you're gonna be treated properly. They're very supportive. They're very caring. This is someone that loves to see you happy. Loves to see you being the best version of yourself. They're not in an ego match with you, a competition with you. And that's just what I see. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. You know what? I just got this thing. But I'm going to clear the energy right quick. Thank you for allowing me to connect with y'all energy. Sending y'all lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. Until next time. Bye, Taurus.